Hi everyone, I'm doing this video as a response to a YouTube video from HappyConsoleGamer on deleted and damaged save files, and I thought this would be an interesting story to pass along and share with everyone as I just recently watched his video and some of the responses that he's received. And I thought it was a good thread and topic to go along with and share my own story. My particular experience has to deal with one of my favorite games of all time, and that would be The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And as you can see, this is my old beat-up Nintendo 64 copy. And my particular experience with this game is that when it first came out, I was in college, and I really didn't get into it right at release because the system was home with my brother, who was a year younger than me and still in high school. And so when I went home, I believe it was for my Thanksgiving break, I finally popped the game in, and I was immediately sucked right in. I hadn't played a Zelda game since The Legend of Zelda Link to the Past on the Super Nintendo. And I could not, this game just gripped me in a way a game rarely does. And at this time, back in 1998, I actually went out and bought myself a Nintendo 64 console to bring back with me to college. And while I was home, I played the game for probably a couple of hours, if I recall. And I got fairly, maybe through the first stage or something. I really don't remember first level or dungeon or whatever. I can't, the Deku tree. But I can't really recall how far I got. But anyways, I got back to school. And the thing is that by the time I got back, it was closing in on semester finals. And so I had a lot of study time, and not that I'm condoning this, but this game kind of sucked me in so much that for 5 straight days, Monday through Friday while I was at school, I ended up beating the game. I put almost every waking moment into this, and I was kind of competing with my RA, which was on my floor, also playing the game at the same time, and we were going back and forth, and it was kind of cool because we had all the guys that lived on my floor in the dorm, like going back between each room, watching us and seeing us how far which one was getting further and blah 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 blah. And I'll never forget when I finally beat the game, having like 20 guys in my little dorm room, like just cheering me on until when I finally defeated Ganon and saved the day and whatnot, however you want to call it. But anyways, then I started becoming a completionist with it. I kind of wanted to get like all the gold Scatola coins, especially that I had missed. And I was doing this all without a strategy guide, mind you, and it was just kind of something that I was exploring on my own. So suffice to say, my intensity with the game died down a little bit, but I was still popping it in, and but not an everyday thing like I was. And a few weeks later, my friend's younger brother, who I believe was a freshman or sophomore in high school at the time, asked to borrow the game, which is on a cart, obviously, with 3 save files, if I'm not mistaken. So, while this was going on, the copy of the game, the first save file was myself. The second save file was my younger brother. So I lent it out, thinking that the third save file would be used by my friend's younger brother. Well, lo and behold, I think you already figured out what happened, is that all that hard work I put into completing Legend of Zelda, that monumentous experience in my gaming hobby, when I received, a few months later, the cart back from my friend's younger brother, he had completely copied over the first save file, which was my own, with his own save file. And I didn't care that he was saving on the cart, mind you. Obviously, that's what you're going to do. But I just couldn't understand. Because personally, for myself, if I ever borrowed a game, I never, ever erased or copied over the first save file. Because that's like, to me, to my group of friends and whatnot, that was like the pinnacle save file. That was the one that was usually the furthest or the most work or effort was put into. So suffice to say, I lost all my data, and I never really went back and completed the entire game again. And I can tell you one thing, I was pretty darn upset, but I just wanted to share this experience with everybody. I thought it was a neat thread that the Happy Console Gamer started. So there is my personal story of my corrupted, deleted save file. Take care. Thanks for watching.